The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go here in Atlanta. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Jackson out of the pistol.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Goff going to open up with a throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's going to take a shot down the field. A big hole. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. It's complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Bills. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Bills will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, Shell! Cut!
On first down, it's Goff. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, Goff. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Here's a 2nd and 6. In the pistol, Jackson ready. He'll get this one out to his fullback. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Again, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop it. We are through one. It's the Falcons. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Jackson now. That's over the middle, and intercepted. Picked off by Fabio Carrique. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Goff. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7. Goff to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Goff. This one batted in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because the quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's into the end zone. Rondale Moore. Touchdowns, Buffalo.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. He'll look underneath, and here's Spears. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes, and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
DC, DC. What's that?
To throw is Goff. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Hold on. Check.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Give them 19 yards on 3rd and 18. They found a way to get it done. 1st down. Here's Goff. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He's going to air this one out. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Falcons will open up a 6-point lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. That'll be taken in by Moore. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. So, we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.
Listen.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to bring up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's got the hook up there to Waddle. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Goff. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
This one complete to Higgins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's scooped up by the Falcons. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Hold on. Hey, 76. 76.
Now, Goff. Going for it all. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Bills are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Hey, report. Sit up.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now, Jackson gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Jackson now on second down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion. We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Again, it's Jackson. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down. On first down, it's Goff. He's going to try it here again. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and
he's got another one. Touchdown, Falcons. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Goff has his offense ready for this 2-point try. That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. Throwing Jackson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Here's Jackson. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Jackson up top again. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Goff. The second down throw is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
That is caught, finding Higgins. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. So, 3 quarters now. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To throw is Goff. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Touchdown Atlanta. Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Hey, middle.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
That's how you get yourself out of a 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there. He'll leave them just shy of the 1st down. 3rd and short, Jackson. That is caught. He got Godwin. That catch number 40 on the season for him. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On play action, here's Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Jackson now. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Sending it deep for Waddle. He's got it. will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Falcons are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. In the pistol, Jackson ready. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
We go tonight.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You saw a great example of it here. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. After that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Goff. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, report. Finish it on. Finish it on.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jackson now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So it's